Hello. So today we're going to be looking at one of the best games I've ever had in T-54 Mod 1. This is just a basic upload. I'm not going to be going too much into the history of the T-54 or how it performs, but I just wanted to get my first video up there and take it from there. So then, what we're going to be doing is a standard tier 8 game on Winterberg. Sure it is Winterberg now, yes, it's Winterberg on the encounter mode. As you can see, pretty standard setup of tanks. You've got the normal IS-3s, KV-4s, T-32s. There is one Panther 88, which is unusual. Not many people like to go with the Panther 88 because of its, it's less than good performance. It's basically a normal Panther 2, but not quite as good in many ways. So, yes, let's have a quick go and see what happens. Waiting for the gun to reload and then we'll be moving on. So, everyone's getting going. We've got the KV-4s and normal heavy tanks moving into the city. And I decided to go into the city because of the armour of the T-54 Mod 1. For those of you who aren't aware, the T-54 Mod 1 has got absolutely brilliant armour because of the sloping. It's got approximately 120mm of frontal armour, but the sloping makes it quite a lot bigger. So as you can see, we've got a failed platoon, unfortunately. That OI is going to make a comment about how his teammate was team killed by the AMX, and I quite blatantly give him my opinion on the matter. So. But I decide to come around this corner. There's usually a few heavy tanks that come around here, and I poke my arm around, keeping myself angled at the guns, and I see nothing. So I decide to go back around the corner, and there's the OI putting in his comment, so I'm just commenting now, and there we go, come around the corner and there's still nothing. Hellcat has been spotted by probably that KV-4, I would assume, and I decided to come around the corner, put a shell into this Tiger 1. So, take my shot and move back in, angle my armour, fire. He fires at me and he penetrates me right through that lower glacis. I'm not sure if you saw that, but come back out. As you can see, it went right through the lower glacis, which is probably the best place to hit a T-54 Mod 1. Take a few more shots at this Tiger until he dies. I think the KV-4 gets the kill eventually. There you go, there's artillery, as always. Artillery loves me, really does, especially when I'm in a Mod 1. Because, you know, strong frontal armour, and it's a quick medium tank, so of course the tanks that are going to be stopping the people from camping are going to be firing at the fast medium tanks, even though this tank isn't particularly fast. So there's the Borsig and a few others. See the same AMX-5100 on this side. I'm going to go around and put a shell into him. So I take my shot, he bounces, and he falls back, which is incredibly stupid, because if he'd have come for me there, he would have killed me. Take a shot into the rear of the M6. The MX-50 again does nothing, even though I'm reloading and he's an auto-loader. I move out again, take another shot at the M6, and the 5100 bounces again with my sloped armour. I move out a little bit, fire into the MX-5100, and the MX-5100 is about to grow some balls. Here he comes, here he comes. Oh, he fired at someone else, and bounced off me again. He's dead. So yes, just so you can see, I'm killing a Hellcat now, but it's not particularly interesting. As you can see there, most of those bounces are off the frontal glacis. There's a 1 or 2 on the turret armour, which is quite strong on this tank, but otherwise. CDC there just complaining about his team, but we have done 2,400 damage so far, but no kills. So we continue on. There's a Rudy there. I decide, Rudy can't kill me, I can kill him. Take a shot on the move there, and there you go. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and he fires somewhere else. It looks like he might have been firing at possibly that T-29, but Probably missed him anyway, so continue on. We've done 3,100 damage now. Just looking now for the last things to kill. I considered going down the midline to try and kill the T-34-3, but I decided it was more prominent for me to come down this way and protect the T-29. A few little clicks there were just for me checking behind me, making sure that no one had decided to go round like the IS-3. And this is where we run into the IS-3 and the Panther 88. Take a shot at the Panther 88 because the Panther 88 is easy to penetrate. The IS-3 donks his shot, and I fire a gold ammo into his frontal plate, and it bounces. I fire another one right into the side plate. He comes around the corner, fires at someone else, so I load AP, fire into his lower glacis. Again, he comes around the corner to fire at the Black Prince. I take another shot into his lower glacis. You know, this IS-3 really could have destroyed me if he'd have just come around the corner with his Panther friend and killed me. He could have done it very, very easily. Track him there. I'm going to make a bit of a pig's ear of these next few shots because what I'm trying to do is keep him tracked, but at the same time give him a bit of damage. But unfortunately, I just keep firing it into his tracks, and his tracks absorb the damage. So there you go. But the only thing that's damaged me so far was that shot all the way at the beginning from the Tiger. I'm not too worried. That shot confused me a little bit actually. Lower Glacier's shot should have gone through, like that shot into the Panther. But unfortunately, I reckon it might have been because of his angling, it just bounced. Fire a shot clean into his frontal glacis plate. And just see where I've been firing them in there, using his spare tracks on the front of the pike nose as a guideline of whereabouts to shoot him. Those points are generally pretty good aim in Parkers for where you should go for. And this is the only enemy left, is the enemy artillery. So I stop and I see if I can shoot him, but Panther's corpse is in the way and possibly one of the buildings, difficult to say. So I move on up and, you know, just checking to see if any of my eyes are going to come up. And yeah, at this point we've secured the win. This enemy artillery would have to have an absolutely incredible bash of luck if he was to kill all of us. So I come around the corner feeling pretty confident. Fire a shot. Donk it completely. Not quite sure how, but you know, I was on the move. And then, bang. Game over.